Hello, good morning. Today also I will read the story of Tamabara as usual. Today I will read two stories. The first story, the story of Ahipata, and the second story, the story of Satthikutapeta. Two stories today. The first story, the story of Ahipata. While residing at the Jetavana monastery, the Buddha uttered verse 71 of these books with reference to a Beta ghost. The chief disciple Mahamoggallana was on one occasion going on an errand round with the Thera Lakkhana in Rajagaha. On seeing something, he smiled but said nothing. When they were back at the monastery, Thera Mahamoggallana told Thera Lakkhana that he smiled because he saw a Beta ghost with the head of a human being and the body of a snake. The Buddha then said that he himself had seen that very Beta ghost on the day he attained Buddhahood. The Buddha also explained that a very long time ago there was a Vijaya Buddha who was respected by many. People going to his monastery had to traverse a field. The owner of the field, fearing that his field would be damaged by too many people going to and from the monastery, set fire to it. Consequently, the Vijaya Buddha had to move to some other place. The disciples of the Vijaya Buddha, being very angry with the landowner, beat him and killed him. On his death, he was reborn in Awachi, Niraya. In his present existence, he was serving out the remaining term of the evil consequence as a pedagogue. In conclusion, the Buddha said, an evil deed does not bear fruit immediately, but in it invariably follows the evildoer. There is no escape from the consequences of an evil deed. Then the Buddha spoke in verse as follows: an evil deed does not immediately bear fruit, just as the newly drawn milk does not gather at once, but it follows the full burning heat like leaf coal covered with ashes. The second story, the story of Satthikutapeta. While residing at the Jedavana monastery, the Buddha uttered verse 72 of this book with a reference to a Beta ghost named Satthikuta. The chief disciple Mahamoggallana saw this enormous Beta ghost while going on an answer round with the Thera Lakkhana. In his connection, the Buddha explained that Satthikuta, in one of his previous existences, was very skillful in throwing stones at things. One day, he asked permission from his teacher to try out his skill. His teacher told him not to hit a calm or a human being, as he would have to pay compensation to the owner or to the relative, but to find a target which was ownerless or guardianless. On seeing the Vijaya Buddha, the idiot, lacking in intelligence, thought the Vijaya Buddha, having no relative or guardian, would be an ideal target. So he threw a stone at the Vijaya Buddha, who was on an ant round. The stone entered from one ear and came out of the other. The Vijaya Buddha expired when he reached the monastery. The stone thrower was killed by the disciples of the Vajika Buddha, and he was reborn in Avicii, Niraya. Afterwards, he was reborn as a Buddha ghost and had since been serving the remaining term of the evil consequences of his evil deed. As a Buddha ghost, his enormous head was being continuously hit with the red hot hammers. In conclusion, the Buddha said, to a fool, his skill or knowledge is of no use. It can only help him. Then the Buddha spoke in verse as follows: the skill of a fool can only harm him. It destroys his merit and his wisdom. That's all today. I already finished two stories of the Dhammavada in the Dhammavada book. As usual, I told you, after listening this story or the Dhammavada in the Dhammavada book, you will get some knowledge and benefit of vision or the Dhamma. Uh, if you learn Dhamma, you will always get some benefits for your life. And you should follow the Dhamma and practice it after learning. Even though you learn the Dhamma, if you don't follow and practice, it is no use. You have just knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom should go together with. So, first you learn and study the Dhamma. Second, you need to follow and practice those Dhamma to have higher vision on the Dhamma. Thank you all for your listening and your attention.